Robin Givens is a conniving temptress, and Forrest Whittaker is her latest target in the next film we're going to review, A Rage in Harlem.
I could teach you.
I don't know. I mean, you already taught me to dance and all that stuff.
Our next movie is A Rage in Harlem, a broadly colorful drama of romance and murder and double dealing in the Harlem of writer Chester Himes, who also supplied the story for Cotton Comes to Harlem many years ago. The best part of the movie is the tentative love affair between a religious young man, Forrest Whittaker, remember him from Good Morning Vietnam, and Robin Givens, making her feature film debut here in the role of a Southern tart who has come to Harlem in the 50s trying to sell a trunk of stolen gold. Givens is kind of fun in this role as she first rebuffs Forrest Whittaker.
I'm sorry.
Get your damn hands off me, chump.
Later, she decides she needs him to get the gold, which in turn has been stolen from her.
You a virgin, Jackson?
What you want to ask me a question like that for?
I'll take that as a yes.
One colorful character after another pops up here, including Gregory Hines as Goldie, Forrest Whittaker's scheming half-brother who is convinced that Givens has only greed in her heart.
You've been suckered, and your gal run off with the stud that took your money.
She didn't run off. They took her, Sherman. And she's in trouble, too. I know. I could feel her.
She's in trouble? You the one's in trouble.
In its more dreary, familiar moments, A Rage in Harlem offers routine feuding and fussing, black gangland style. Danny Glover plays a mob boss.
Go to window! Slam! Go to
A little of that goes a long way, and there are a lot of scenes like that where the characters swear at each other with a vengeance, and quite often in this movie I thought that the four-letter words were way, way over the top. Yet at its core, A Rage in Harlem is a rather sweet love story, and that's what I like about the film. I just wish there was more of that and less of the gunplay and the foul language.
I think the problem came at the screenplay level. I think Chester Himes gave them so many characters, such a rich canvas of characters to work from, that they didn't realize that in a film, which really has to be a little bit less complicated than a novel, they should have started leaving some of them out. The story of Forrest Whittaker and Robin Givens is interesting because the Whittaker character is original and amusing, and we like him, and we like the fact that we don't know if he can trust this woman or not. But then every time the door opens, 6 more guys come in, and they all have their own concerns, and after a while, you really have to be taking notes to keep the plot of this movie straight. So it doesn't really keep your attention from beginning to end because it is too complicated, and the key characters are not on the screen enough.
That's what you're sitting there saying, I want these sweet characters, and I'm getting the gunplay and the foul language.
I put a spell on you. Because you're mine.
Now here's something a little different. On a program we did a few weeks ago, Gene and I both voted thumbs down for a new movie called A Rage in Harlem, which starred Forrest Whittaker and Robin Givens in a comedy about crime. Here's a scene from that movie.
He spills a drink on me, and now he won't even ask me for a dance. Boy ain't got no manners. Well, honey, you're just gonna have to make it up to me on the dance floor, huh?
We like that, but not a lot of the little stuff over in the corners of the movie. Well, it turned out we weren't the only ones who thought so. It turns out the film's director, Bill Duke, decided to cut 10 minutes from the film before it was released. But through a studio shipping error, Gina and I were sent the wrong earlier version of the film, the version with the 10 extra minutes. Well, I've now gone back to see the shorter version of the film. I gave it a second look, and you know what? Bill Duke's cuts made a big difference. 10 minutes does make a difference. I would now change my vote on A Rage in Harlem to thumbs up. What about you?
I had the same reaction, and just so you understand, I moved my, in the newspaper I originally gave it 2.5 stars, now I'll move it up to 3 stars, so it's not like the picture completely turned around, but I like it now because what I felt at the beginning was, here is a sweet, wonderful love story between 2 good characters, Forrest Whittaker and Robin Givens in her debut, and it gets interrupted with a bunch of standard shoot-'em-up, foul-mouthed stuff that I wasn't interested in. And now the balance is a little restored. It could be even better. I'd cut, if it were up to me, cut a little more. And if I could find the scenes, put more of those two back in.
I think one of the problems is the movie is based upon a novel that is filled from wall to wall with all kinds of colorful, eccentric characters. That's good reading, but in a movie, you've got to get that through line from beginning to end, and these cuts make A Rage in Harlem better. It's funny, we're the only people, apparently, in the world who saw the longer version, so now we're viewing now essentially the version that has been playing in theaters right from day one. Okay.
Put a spell on you. Because